Okay, welcome back to Kick Radio. Welcome back to 5 More Minutes. It's been a while. Today we are in the Weixin China's brand new office. It's beautiful. Brand new setup, and we have a very special guest.
Yeah.
Our first pro skater guest. Oh no. It's a.
We had RP. We had
Yeah. Cool.
But definitely, you're by far I think the tallest one.
And I'm active.
Yeah, and you're active.
Pro.
Yeah.
He's the active pro.
Trying to keep it active.
Our first Red Bull pro skater.
It's a great honor to be here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Did you ever come to Shanghai? Because I can't remember.
Yeah.
So we were 2013. I think there was a DC tour, right? And we did a couple spots, Chengdu, and then Beijing. Was Beijing? I think Beijing was in there. It's
Yes.
4-city tour, I remember. So, okay, Shanghai.
Do you remember that Shanghai was the end of the trip? And after the trip, another trip started.
Yeah.
It was the Skate Mafia trip. And that time, too, I decided to not go home. I decided to stay. Even though I don't skate for Skate Mafia, I decided just to stay and go film with them and stay with the Skate Mafia guys. And it was rad. We stayed in a hotel. They had a little massage parlor at the bottom.
Madars' tour never ends.
Yep.
Him and Wes Kramer's tour never ever end. So I literally I remember because I was working for DC at the time. So we finished up that tour, and then I was taking a break, right? Because I didn't, so we just did I think 3 weeks or something like that, and it was a heavy squad. And so I was like, oh, then Wes and those guys are coming, and they're all homies. So I ended up basically using my time off to hang out and do everything again for Skate Mafia for free. But no, I do remember that tour. That was awesome.
Yeah, once you're part of the Mafia, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you after the Mafia tour, that's when you went to Tibet as well, right? Was that
That
the same
was
trip?
probably
that
a
different
few years later.
Okay.
That was like
Okay.
a Red Bull trip going to Tibet, going to see Mount Everest. And that time we also went to Chengdu on the west side
never
of
been
China.
to Tibet. Tell me how many cities have been to China. Okay, Tibet trip. Which year?
I don't know which year, but probably around 2013 or something. It was with Chris Haslam was there, and
I remember this one.
and we did a few days in Chengdu, skated around there. That was amazing. And then as soon as we got to Tibet, on the first day, or actually on the second day, I broke my pelvis pretty hard.
That's insane. Think about that. Breaking your pelvis.
Which part?
It's
is
the biggest
pelvis?
bone of the human body.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
What trick?
Well, it was just a board slide on a hollow rail.
Oh.
It was a hollow rail, and I didn't put any wax, but the thing was perfect, and I was just so stoked. And I seen some Buddhist monks walking by, and I was like, I'm going to show those guys how
It's the
skateboarding
lack
is
of
so cool.
It's the lack of oxygen.
And then instant karma and the lack of oxygen. And then I fell. The hospital was right across the street. And luckily, I got to not stay in the hospital. They allowed me to go. It was just a side of the pelvis. If you break it in the middle, then you're done.
Wow.
But I was all right.
Lucky. That's insane. And you got to watch out for those hollow handrails because they're like chrome. They look solid, but they're all over the place. And they're wonky and they're super thin metal. So they dent like crazy.
And Tibet is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go there, it's so colorful, high in the mountains. The people are so nice. And it's just like a whole other culture, China is a whole other culture for me, but then you go to Tibet, it's like even another one.
Yeah.
I was actually just in Uganda too.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The day before you arrived Shanghai this time, I watched that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks just like 1980s, 70s China.
Yeah, it's
Right?
definitely got a lot of. It's happening. You see a lot of skaters there now, right? Like they're building a lot, I think. But those pictures you see, it seems like it's still very, not a lot of street spots, right? I think there's some parks and stuff.
Those kids skating with their barefoot.
Yeah, I know.
They can do fakey backflip, or no, fakey front flip. So it's a switch backflip on a transition.
That's crazy.
And they do heel flip front blunt down a handrails, and super good skaters. Like full cab flip on gnarly huge banks. And the skate park that they built it by themselves without any help of pros or whatever. They just saw Danny Way doing the mega ramp, and they were like, oh, we're going to have to build a mega ramp in Uganda. So they did it. And now 5 years later, after I first visited them, now I got to go again because now they finally have a skate park that's built by Westerners.
Oh.
And it's kind of sad because maybe now they will skate like everybody else, but
Who invested
it was a crowdfunding
Okay,
thing. And
wow.
Make Life Skate Life Foundation is the one
Oh.
that did it, and they invited me to come over too, and it was like 1 week notice. Like
Oh,
the
wow.
week before, I had no idea I'm going to Uganda, and then they're like, "Yeah, I'll buy you a ticket right now." And within 10 minutes, I got a ticket, and I was like, "Okay."
I guess I'm on this trip to Uganda.
And
now.
it was amazing.
You
That is-
even went to one kid's home, right? Skating in their yard. The
Mhm.
ground is so
they
rough.
skated the yard, which is just dirt.
Yeah.
There were like 10 guys in the whole village, and they skated that for 5 years. Just a little dirt hill. And the guy is good.
Yeah.
There's also some dirt hills that has like a little dirt kicker, and
Some
he's
holes
doing
here
fakey
and
front
there.
heels and stuff.
That's great. They're just doing like a little mini BMX course, but for skateboarding, like just packing the dirt
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You left your board there, right? I saw you left your board there,
Yeah, I
and the
left my
setup's still there.
board, and 5 years later, that same board was still there in another town,
That's crazy.
completely without a nose and the tail, was completely missing.
But still.
And I could only recognize the board because the grip tape was Paradox Grip,
Uh,
my sponsor from San Diego, and there were like lines of like where the Red Bull sticker used to be. The DC sticker is still there, visible. And it was, insane.
That's wild.
Wow.
You cherish it. You know what I mean? You're not going to let that go to waste. They don't, it's not like I think you're going to get tons of skate shops there. You know what I mean? So, and especially something like that, they're going to hold on to it forever.
Every time I
Really
go
easy.
there, I bring my whole bag was 35 kilos, and it was just skateboards, trucks, and wheels. And when I came back, even my clothes,
It's
I
just
left them
everything.
behind. So I went to the airport, and I was like, my bag is so empty, I have to buy something. So I went to the shop, and I was like, what's the biggest thing you have? So I bought this sculpture of a rhino that's 20 kilos at least.
Wow.
And it's like small, but it's 20 kilos.
That's
and I
hilarious.
bought it for a kind of a good price, so I came back with something in my bag.
Nice.
And now actually my friend is going back to Uganda. Not back, but going to Uganda for the first time from my country. And I'm going to get another 10 or 20 boards in his bag because he doesn't have a check-in bag. So it's really important for them to get boards.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get because even if you want to send them boards, the tax authorities there are going to be like, oh, you have to pay tax for
Yeah.
it. So it's going to be, okay, you have 100 boards. It's probably going to be like 10,000 euros you have to pay just to get the boards
Wow.
inside the country.
Yeah.
So whenever somebody flies to Uganda, make sure you give them some boards.
No, that's awesome. Great advice. Yeah.
I promise you changed some kids' life.
For sure. Oh,
Already.
for sure.
Already.
For sure. For sure.
Those guys
Yeah.
were there for 3 months building this skate park in crazy, crazy heat.
Yeah.
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 Wow, what
actually-
a story.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. In China, it was actually that way as well. I'd say early '90s. I would come back and you bring a pair of shoes or something. And I remember I was leaving, right, and I had a pair of DCs, and they were like, "Dude, you can go back to America, and, like you can go to a skate shop and buy that. Please leave those here." And so I'd come back once a year for summer, summer, and then. Same thing. Somebody had it in Shanghai, and then somebody was regular like me, and they skated it, and then like they wore it out, blew it out. But nobody skated too much switch at the time, skill wise. And then so some kid regular would have it, and then you go to a contest. There weren't many contests back then.
There's
You
a goofy kid and a
yeah,
regular kid.
you're like, oh my god, like these, and then like some shoe cobbler like cut off a tire and put a piece of rubber on there and sewed it on. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my god, and they changed the sole. You're like, is that still the same shoe? And you're like, dude, that's crazy.
I've never heard of people doing the switching of the shoes, but it makes total sense that if your best friend is goofy and you're regular, and you're the same size, might as well just buy the same shoes and swap it out.
Even today, in China, we have some secondhand online app, I still see some kids like I'm regular, I sell my right foot shoes, for a very cheap price, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going, still going on.
Yeah, the first skate shoes that I got were secondhand for sure.
Yeah.
I got some of those S shoes that had all white and black sole, kind of like the shoes that I'm wearing now, actually.
Oh yeah, it's a
It
good
was
colorway.
the kind of like this, all white and black on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
bottom,
yeah.
and it was the Axel maybe.
Oh,
XL,
so
XL.
good.
Oh,
S
so
here.
classic. Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
And ever since that shoe, if you ask me what's my favorite colorway, it's that.
Yeah, for sure.
From 2000 and probably 2002,
Cool.
somewhere that time.
Cool.
Is that when you started skating?
I started in 2001 August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the shoe, I probably got it in 2002 August.
So so you've been all these places. Can you tell us a little bit about, growing up and skating in Latvia? Is it, because it's probably not like a huge scene, right?
Definitely not, but there was some skating in the 70s. There was a generation, or like end of 70s, 80s. Then there was another generation in the 90s and early 2000s, and I'm part of the third generation.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have some history. Actually, one of my OGs from my country used to be the judge for Rodney Mullen. Like in a in the German contest, he was judging Rodney Mullen. So I was like, no friggin' way, And Latvia is a super small country, and I felt like I was part of the culture that was booming. They were starting to build skate parks all around. There were some skate shops. We couldn't get any videos, and there were contests every weekend. There was the Latvian Skateboard Federation.
Oh, they did a really good job.
The main guy, rest in peace to him now, but he was doing competitions every weekend.
Wow.
And that really pushed me, because whenever I got second place, I was not happy. And my friends were making fun of me because I was so sad, and that's not good, of course. And I heard that's what they do in Japan. There's a contest every weekend. That's why they're all so good.
That's crazy.
Or all so focused on competition. No, not all of them, of course.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what pushed me as a kid, because I started skateboarding because I wanted to be cool. I thought skateboarding was cool. I wanted to be cool, so I did that.
Makes perfect sense.
Once I started skateboarding, the first competition I did, I won. And that was very important to me. Because before that, I tried basketball, gymnastics, cycling, ping pong, track and field. I lived right across the street from the Olympic Center.
Oh, okay. So
and everywhere, I was just mediocre. But when I started skating, I got first place.
Yeah.
And you know how important that is for an 11-year-old.
Oh, God, yeah.
guess.
What a boost.
So I know it's whack, but that's the truth, That's the truth. I wanted to be cool. I started skating because of that. I wanted to be first place, and I got second place. I was crying, and the older skaters were like, kind of like told me to shut up and skate, You can't cry for getting a second place, dude. It's ridiculous. And I actually did.
That's crazy.
And I had knee pads, elbow pads, and shin guards. The ones that football players use. I had shin guards. And that's how I started from 11 to 13, 14. I had all my pads. And then later, and I really wanted to watch skate videos. That was the main thing, In the skate contest, I wanted to win some 411s or some on videos or Adio, One Step Beyond, America, This is Skateboarding, and Habitat Mosaic.
Wow.
Those were the videos I ran on repeat. And after watching those videos forever, I realized that it's not the first place that I want.
Yeah.
It's not that I want to be... No, I'd still want it to be cool, I guess. And so I just quit all the pads. I started wearing my mom's pants. I was skating for Vans, only slip-ons, not skate shoes, just skating slip-ons and my mom's pants. And
that was the skinny jean era? So you were the skinny stretch jeans?
Skinny jean era, but my favorite skater was Janoski.
Okay.
And so it was all tray flips and switch flips all day, and a hunchback. But yeah, I really started to focus on style around that time.
So when would you say you got kind of the traveling bug, like touring and all that?
Well, the guy from the Latvian Skateboard Federation kind of pushed me a little bit as well. We went to Germany for a youth championship. There's this contest in Europe called Simple Session.
Yeah.
So that was my first contest outside of my country, and I almost qualified to the finals. But there was this big fat Finnish guy that got in the finals, but I didn't. And my stepdad was so angry. He was like, "How did this guy get in the final? And my son, he didn't get in the final. That is not fair." But the Finnish guys are so good at skateboarding. So I was just going to Simple Session, Germany. There was this thing called European Skateboard Championships, and they were doing 4 or 5 events every year. And I would try to go to that all the time. And it's not like I'm coming from a rich family or nothing, but my parents are really supportive. And I wrote some petition to get sponsorship from youth organizations, from the city mayor of my town.
Yeah.
And I got free travel budget.
That's
And that's how I got to go to these contests. So once I go to the contests, I get it inspired for months. I come home and I'm inspired for months. I go skate every day, 6 to 7 hours a day, and try to jump as high as Chris Fanner, or Danny Wainwright, or I actually saw Andrew Reynolds and in life, in person, and Gershon Mosley,
Did you see him with the shirt on or shirt off?
Shirt off.
Yeah.
Sweaty as hell. Yeah.
Man's never got a shirt on.
And basically, I was going to all the contests, and that made me realize the level of skaters, the level that skaters actually have. Because when I'm at home, I'm like, I can do no slide crook, so I can kickflip onto this and down to that. But then I go to Switzerland, European Championships, and turns out the ledge is 3 times higher.
Wow.
The handrail is 3 times higher.
That's wild.
And I was there, and I was like, oh, fuck. I still tried the front board. I still went for the front board on this.
Go big or go home.
For me, it's up to my nipple, this handrail, And I did it. There's footage where I do the front board. And Chris Fanner is right there. She sees me doing the front board, and he goes like, clap, clap, clap. And I will never forget that, And also, my dad, my stepdad, they would get me in the car, and we would drive together. Because I got the budget from the foundation, and then we just had to get in the car, sit in the car for 2 or 3 days, and then I'm in Western Europe.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
I come from a small country, and it's not really easy to get into the European scene.
For sure.
What a story.
Yeah.
Oh my
incredible.
gosh.
Like that's such a cool background.
And to be honest, before we have some deep conversation, I don't know you came from Latvia. In my mind, because every time I saw you on YouTube, on Thrasher, or on ski videos, I thought you are a Europe-American pro skater,
Yeah.
So your story is so inspiration for China skaters. Not all the pro skater came from
For sure.
America, came from England, came from, big country, If you really want to do that, you gonna figure out a way to achieve.
And there's a beauty about this point in time in this country, because the scene is still kind of growing. Of course, there's guys like you, the OGs, that support the young ones. But for the young ones, it's like, it's that extra new experiences, that everything is new, people are hyped, and it's something to work towards. I don't know how to explain it, but when I went to Uganda too, I was there, and I guess it happens everywhere. You go to a little town, even in America, and you see that there's these group of kids that are finding out about skateboarding on their own from scratch, from nothing, and they don't really know. And then once you start growing, you realize there's more. And then 30 years later, you've already traveled around half of the world just because you decided to go to the skate park this one day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now this is your whole life. And what I wanted to say is, thanks to the OGs, the old skaters, is what really helps the scene. So that's what did it for me, looking up to the older guys and appreciating that we are part of the same world, even though China is China. Just across the ocean is America right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's back to your story. So now you go out to your country, you step on the Europe stage.
Yeah.
What's next? And it comes.
After 5 or 6 years of trying to get on Element Europe team, I finally made it, And
from the beginning, you focus on Element.
Yeah, I've been skating for Element since 2003. Since 2003, I've been on Element. And in 2008, 5 years later, I got on the Element Europe team. And at the time, Element Europe team was similar to Blueprint, Cliché. In Europe, that was like, those were the three main teams, I imagine. You know?
Okay.
And Element just released a video, and it was big time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy is like, yeah, we're going to put you on the team.
Wow.
And we're going to give you 300 euros a month. In 2008, when I was 17, 18. And
That's incredible.
I was going to be on the team with these 10 other guys. Or so not even 10. And yeah.
Who was the team manager at that time?
It was this guy, Christian Van Kelst.
Okay.
He was the team manager before, and after that he went for Volcom, the team manager. And before Christian, there was this guy, Phil Lallemand, who's like OG snowboarder. And he actually was, when I saw me at the contest in Sweden, he's like, are you that little Latvian guy that we support? I'm like, yeah. And that's how he kind of recognized me. And that was also like, well, that's the team manager of that team, you know? And then I finally got on, and it was game on from there. But also what I could say is that I got offered the job in August. And already in July, just a month before that, I paid my tuition for my university because my future was unclear. And my parents are like, you got to study. You got to go to university.
Yeah.
And my mom found a place in Barcelona, a university in Barcelona, because she knows how passionate I'm about skateboarding. And
How cool is that?
even though the university tuition fee was way out of our league, like I don't know how. I think my stepdad sold some of his properties just so I could be in the university.
Wow.
And then I moved to Barcelona in 2008, and I got the job for Element, and I was like, shit, I shouldn't have signed up for university. But whatever. It turned out all so good. You know, I'm just blind to, you know, to these things, that it's good to have education and to skate, and everything is combinable. And then I moved to Barcelona, and it was just perfect. I could university in the evenings and skate in the mornings.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, quick question. What is your major in university?
Well, I really didn't know what I want to study. And my stepdad, he was like, yeah, you should just do business, because if you do business, you can work in any field in your life, whatever you want to do.
It's true.
And then the 2008 financial crisis hit. So after the first year of university, I'm like, okay, I cannot pay for the second year. I cannot pay. So, my mom is like, you should write an email to the director of your school and ask for a discount. You will support them, promote them, skate for the university.
Ooh.
And I got 30% discount.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I wrote this email, and I would go back home to Latvia and promote the university and da-da-dee-da-da-da. We would film some videos like, this is the school in Barcelona, and this skateboarder goes there and studies there. And guess what? 5 years later, after I already finished the university, they have a freaking skate team. The university
skate
has a skate team.
That's hilarious.
Holy.
It was ridiculous.
You can go coach there.
I mean, I could,
Do they still have a team?
No, that was just like they had this the skate team for a few years.
Oh, I want to invite your parents come to China to do speech for the skate kids' parents, you know?
I do the speech for them. I am the representative of my parents.
Wow.
That is commitment right there. Very supportive.
Wow.
Right? Like so supportive.
Yeah.
I don't know
how to see it.
Yeah, I have Asian parents.
Perfect and amazing parent.
Yeah, when I did my master's degree, I also got it for free.
Wait. You said, okay, 1 month later you got a contract. You are on Element team. You regret to sign the university. Why you keep master?
It was random. Random, dude. Because my mom works for the university in my hometown. And they were like, yeah, we can do a little promotion for this new technology department that we have in the university. We want you to skate through the school with some books in your hand, and we're going to film it. Just a commercial. And then we're sitting in the office there and talking. And it's like, okay, so how much do you gonna pay me for doing this commercial? And then just there, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm sitting here in this university asking what I want to be paid for this. And then I thought, maybe they can give me education. That's it. That's it. That's how I got my master's degree.
I never heard anybody
That's
else
hilarious.
got paid
Yeah.
by education. Oh my
I
god.
mean, it makes all the sense in the world, you know.
That's a really skater mentality. It's like, how do I just get product?
Yeah,
Like, how do I just get the
yeah.
education? Like, I don't want
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Like, just sponsor me. Just give me the stuff for
And
free.
it was a pain in the ass. The 2 years, it was a 2-year education. It was a collaboration between my hometown university. They actually collaborated with an Austrian university, so it's like a double degree, but whatever. Anyways, it was a mission because I had to write a master's thesis, and I had to go to school even though I was living in the capital of Latvia, but the school was in my hometown. So every week I would have to drive. And
He's so nonchalant about it. He's like, I was
And
a
I'd
pro
have to-
skater, like by day, and then at night I got 2 masters. Oh, but we won't talk about that.
yes, and I would have to like go to California just for 2 days just to skate the barracks, you know, then have to come back because there was a wedding as well,
Insane.
but
Insane.
I really wanted to get out. I really didn't want to finish the university degree. And my stepdad, I told him like 3 times, I don't want to do this. And all 3 times he told me, don't worry about it. Let the time will pass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good
And the
advice.
time passed, and I did my master's degree, and I got pretty much the best master's degree from my class. It was a small class.
Wow.
It was like we were 7, 8 people.
That's so insane.
And they were like, you have to continue, do the doctorate now. And I'm like, on the same topic. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And guess what my master's thesis was? It was online video for sponsored individuals, like something like that.
See that?
Diff-
Oh my god.
Different styles of online videos for professional athletes. And I basically made like
That's our whole industry.
4 or
Brilliant.
5 different video types, and I would like post them on my Instagram, and then I would see the results, like how many views or likes I get from videos that I talk, how many views that I don't talk, how many views with with music,
Yeah.
and how many views just a camera fly on the wall, like I don't know.
No wonder.
Yeah.
And I was in Barcelona with my homie Dave Huang, the filmer, and he was kind of
Dave
Huang.
Juan, I know him.
Yeah,
I
he's
know
the-
him. He
he's-
came to Shenzhen and with the Tamieto team. You know?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
him. Yeah.
He was the team manager at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I stayed with him a lot in California.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah.
was kind enough to help me, and he filmed my master's thesis.
Wow. Cool. Very cool.
But it was 90 pages, 90-page document, so
Pre AI.
heavy. Pre-AI.
Pre-AI.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sorry, I
Incredible.
talk a lot.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I even don't know what to say. You know
yeah.
what a story. Oh
No,
my
like
gosh.
juggling a career as a pro skateboarder and getting 2 masters,
Yeah.
and you brush it off like it's so nonchalant, but I mean, it.
My relationship fell apart around that time. Yes.
You know that's why skate tail is so famous. You know, it's no wonder it's not a coincidence. It's reasonable. Yeah, right.
For sure.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
appreciate
during your education, during your university and master, how about your team manager? Angry with you because you cannot, did you?
Well, actually, the Red Bull team manager at the time that I had, he was kind of trying to kick me off the team
No
because
way.
I was not doing the best job. You know,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
always wearing the hat because I wanted to be super core, super sick, core street skater, only doing cool tricks and wearing no logos. And I was really sticking to that. And he wanted to get rid of me, but he was like, this guy is trying to get an education, and he's a young adult, and I'm going to support him. And he helped me basically finish my degree, finish my university. And it's because of people like that that care about human value. Like also when I moved to the States and was skating for Element in the States, the team manager there also said that for him, the most important thing is that his athletes, his riders, are able to at least buy a house by the time their career is finished.
Wow.
So they have a place where to sleep, you know, they have a house that is theirs, and they just get a
That
job
is
and they can keep their
great.
life. Because
Yeah. Great looking out.
It's the human value that is most important, and
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
Skateboarding careers don't last forever. They're fun, don't last forever. But
Yeah.
they're incredible when you have great people like that looking out.
sometimes I worry, like, what am I gonna do after my career? What is it gonna be? And da 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 da. But then I come on a podcast like this, and I realize that I've had such an amazing career, like so many great experiences, such a great life I've had so far, and yet I'm still here thinking, like, how am I gonna make my bread next year? You know.
Mhm.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
you know,
worry
don't
about
worry
it,
about it.
yeah.
But I still,
You
know,
are
it's
so
still
unique.
there.
Yeah, you are so unique. Okay, so Element brought you to America for the first time. Is that the first trip to U.S.?
I brought myself to America, but Element paid for the ticket,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
They
yeah,
paid
yeah.
for the ticket, but it was my idea.
Okay.
I was I was living in Barcelona at the time, and I was filming with this guy Travis Adams. He's from Arizona, and he was living in Barcelona too. And we somehow just broke down instantly as soon as we got there, because we go to the bar, have some beers, and then start fooling around. And anyways, he's great friends with Levi Brown. He has the best style kick flips, tray flips, ollies, and Levi came to Barcelona, and we were skating together. And he was pro for Element at the time. And when we were skating together, I was like, hey, Levi, you think I could come visit you in Long Beach, California? I think it came from me. I don't think he invited me, but maybe he was also so kind that he did invite me, but that's it. He was like, yes, you can come. You can stay at my house. We can go skate together. And I bought my ticket for 6 weeks, a month and a half. I came to California, and it also changed my life there. As soon as I arrived to California, we're filming with one of the most respectable filmers in the industry, Ricky Biedenbaugh, a.k.a. The Dude. And The Dude, he asked me, hey, I think I want to film a video part with you. That's what he told me.
Wow.
And that just made me melt in my seat. I was just like, oh my God. This guy filmed some of the best tricks by Ryan Sheckler and like other like pro skaters, and he's actually an amazing skateboarder right now still. Not Ryan, but Ricky, the Dude. And it was incredible. So I got to be part of the Future Nature AM video for Element at the time with Evan Smith, Nick Garcia, Boo Johnson, Trent McClung, and yeah.
Boo Johnson's come to Macau. Okay, then is your El Toro.
I did El Toro Firecracker because on the trip before that, actually we're sitting in the car with Ricky, and he's like, what spot do you want to go to? What kind of thing do you want to film? Where do you want to skate? And I'm like, I don't know. Of course I don't know. But the last trip I went on a DC trip to around France for pretty much 2 weeks, and the whole 2 weeks I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do any trick. The spots were shit. I was tired. Maybe I was injured, but I did do Firecracker down this. I think it's in Biarritz, the 14 stair with the two hubbas where the homie recently did back nose blunt, and I did Firecracker down the 14. And I told Ricky about that, and he's like, you should do it on El Toro. And I for real was like, don't you think it's kind of whack? Don't you think it's not cool to do that? And he was like, no, of course not. What are you talking about? So the next day we went to El Toro, and 60 tries later, just me and him, I rolled away.
How many?
60.
60.
60 tries.
60, yeah. It was just me and him, and he put the tripod on the bottom and the long lens on the top, and he filmed it, and I got the Firecracker, and that's kind of what put me on the map in America. Because before that, I already had my video part, which was the Get Busy Living video from Element Europe. And that's kind of why Ricky, I think, wanted to film a video part with me, because he saw that, and he was like, okay, this guy's got a good style. And yeah, later when we got the new Element team manager, he told me, I see you skate a lot. I see that you skate a lot, and this is why I support you. Also, sometime later in life, he told me, what do you expect? You're going to pay for not you're gonna get paid for doing nothing. You're just gonna sit around and be Madars Apse, and you're not gonna do anything, and you're gonna get paid for that. He told me that. He's like, you got to do something, you know.
Yeah.
You got to do something to have a career. So it's people like this around me is the ones that kind of made me realize the true facts of life, you know.
Oh, yeah, and you gotta, you know, I think it's both ends, right? You got some people, you got people that are kind of, you know, looking out, but you also have to be receptive of that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are like, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah,
or
shout
whatever,
out Cole Matthews. I know you're listening. He works for Thrasher now.
Okay.
Big time.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, now you put you on the map of America, and then
And then you came to Shanghai. That was that tour.
Then we did Shanghai. Yeah, did
Oh.
King of the Road. I went on King of the Road with the Thrasher guys, with Jake Phelps and stuff.
came with the road China. You were here.
No, it was
the
America,
US.
America,
Yeah.
the last
Okay.
King of the Road that I did.
Okay.
And I made great friends with Wes Kremer because we were both on DC and we did some trips together, and he was just amazing, super funny guy. So we kicked it off pretty good, and hanging out with him was nice.
Yeah, Wes is a homie.
And yeah, that's how I know Danny right here,
Yeah.
Dude,
through Wes.
Cool. Let's jump into Skate Tales.
Skate Tales, yes.
Skate Tales. I
Skate
love
Tales,
Skate Tales. Yeah.
Skate Tales is a blessing
Yeah.
in the sky, for
Yeah.
sure.
How did it start? I remember before the Skate Tales, you have another show, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was called It's a Mad World.
It's a
Oh,
mad world.
It's a mad world.
Also on YouTube.
It was on YouTube, and it's because I got European Skater of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Twice.
was in Germany, and I was at the time in New Zealand on a DC trip, New Zealand, Australia, and I couldn't be there to receive my prize. So I sent a video. Where I'm like, with a beer in my hand, like, thank you so much for this prize, guys. I appreciate it. I love you. Greetings from New Zealand. Peace. And then I skate down a hill. I bomb this hill. And of course, I slam at the bottom of the hill. And this video was shown in a big screen and an audience at the Bright trade show, big trade show, like probably like
Nice.
100, 200 people there in the audience. And there were some guys that saw this video, and they were like, this is the guy we're looking for, because they're starting a YouTube channel with one biker, one surfer, one snowboarder, and one skater. And I was chosen to be the skateboarder.
cool.
And they
Wow.
offered me to do the show, and I was like, oh, I don't know if it's cool, you know, maybe it's kind of whack, you know.
But
I'm
it's
not
my
sure.
major. I learned that.
No,
master degree.
nothing to do with that. I was
Yeah.
just not sure. And in the bottom line, they were like, hey, we got some money for you. And I'm like, oh,
Now we're talking.
okay.
Now we're talking. Let's do it.
If I don't do this, somebody else is going to do it, you know. And it was great, you know,
Yeah.
to get, not like a lot of money, but for me, it was for sure a lot of money at the time, since I couldn't even afford my university.
Yeah.
So I was like, I said yes, and I became a TV show host. It was like a YouTube channel, and we did at least 36 episodes on their channel, and then I kept going on my channel. After they stopped, I did like 5 or 10 more episodes on my own. GoPro supported the last end of it. And that was my show. Basically, me traveling around the world with my GoPro. I would film behind the scenes. Sometimes I would bring my friend Travis Adams from Arizona, who lives in Europe. And he would come on some trips and film with a legit camera. And I would explain what's going on behind the scenes. I would film Danny Way, Chris Cole, Mikey Taylor, Wes, you know, Yako, all my friends I would film. And we would just be kind of fooling around, and that was my content. And at the time, my friends at Red Bull, they were making videos where they travel the world. They go to all these weird countries and make videos out of it. But then they saw what I'm doing, and they were like, that's interesting. Maybe we could use this guy and bring it to a whole another level, which is the same thing that my friend from Element, Cole Matthews, who's working now for Thrasher, he told me that you should do the show, but have it more concise, more directed. You know, every episode should have a theme, like something specific that you focus on and tell a story about. So what Cole told me, the Red Bull guys were already working on it behind the scenes, and then they approached me. They were like, "Hey, we want to do the show. Would you be down?" And that's it. At first, it was just me, this guy Gaston Francisco. He was like an OG skate photographer, and Danny Milan, the main filmer. So Gaston, even though he was a photographer, he was filming. Like we were together, the three of us, just going on a trip together, filming the whole season of Red Bull Skate Tales. And the first episode we do is Bam Margera, my childhood hero. We go to his house and see all the Jackass memorabilia and Viva La Bam and meet him in person. I get to slap him. I had a bloody hand and I slapped him with my bloody hand, like almost popped his eardrum. And yeah, we did Dan Mancina. Dan Mancina is a blind skater from Detroit. We did Beaver Fleming because I really wanted to do Beaver because he jumps the mega ramp and he can do backflip on a skateboard, and he works for Nitro Circus. And yeah, we did Ethiopia. We went to Ethiopia to film the skateboarding blossoming there.
So
Japan, the Osaka Daggers, so sick. Gaston is a great director for Skate Tales, and now we're on season 6.
Wow. Okay. So how do you guys pick the spot? Is it like collaborative, or is it you, or is it just like, hey, I'm going to just pick it out of a hat kind of type?
Well, Gaston has been around skateboarding forever. Like, he's a skate photographer from Argentina that traveled the world, now been living in Barcelona for the past 15, 20 years, and he knows skateboarding. He knows what's cool. He knows all these different places. And, of course, he talks to me a little bit. He talks to other guys. And in the end, he just proposes 30 episodes to Red Bull, and then they choose 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it used to be. And nowadays, Red Bull is challenging us a little bit more to make it change a little bit. Maybe not so much profile driven. Maybe we do some more like YouTube focused, and we're trying to work around it and still do our best. And the team is amazing. It's not me, definitely not me who's doing Skate Tales. It's a whole team process. I'm just a talking head.
How many people in your team for the skate tail?
Well, in the beginning we were 3. Now there's been times where we even sometimes were like 6 or 7.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Just because like the homie, that one of them is in California, so when we go to California, he comes with us. Then there's this English guy, Oliver, and he helps us with some direction and also communicating to Red Bull as we're filming. So we send Red Bull like our daily brief or whatever, daily recap. And
it's a serious production.
It's called Stoneface Productions, and then that's our team. Is basically we're 2 filmers plus Gaston plus Oliver, so we're basically 5, I guess. And then at Red Bull, there's 6 or 7 more people that make the decisions, talk about the socials, and figure out the budgets and the directions, and so it's a whole thing, and I'm just like a little part of this big production.
Yeah, you're the face of it.
Wow.
What's a spot or a country that you really want to go to? Have you ever
Well, I don't really have something like that, but if you ask me, I always wanted to go to Ukraine, to Odessa or Kiev, because I heard there's good skate spots there. It's kind of like the China of Europe. Or like Russia and Ukraine, they have a good marble too. Belarus, I live right next to it. I live 100 kilometers. I live in Lithuania, Vilnius. Even though I'm from Latvia, I live in Lithuania. And I'm like 100 kilometers from the border of Belarus. I've never been in my life there. And they got great spots. I need to visit. But I've never had like a bucket list of where I want to go, what I want to do. But of course, in South America, I still haven't been to Chile. I'm going to Colombia in a month. I've never been to Israel. I've never been to Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos and Bhutan and Myanmar, Burma.
You gotta be around here it's for easy access to that. It's like 2-3 hour, 4-hour flight. Vietnam, all those. So
Patrick Warner went to North Korea more than one time.
Yeah, I heard they have a skate park there that nobody's allowed to skate.
Yeah, so every season you submit like a 30 topic, they pick 6, then you guys working on it. every episode before start working, you write the script,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
detailed, right? Sent to Red Bull, approved, then the production
Actually,
team.
yeah. We were supposed to go to Colombia already, like in 3 days from now. But in the end, the guys were like, okay. We'll do it later because we also need to prepare the internal documents. Like two weeks of preparation is not enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Cool. Oh, wow.
So that's Skate Tales, Red Bull Skate Tales. You can watch it on YouTube. And thanks to people like you, we also can watch them in China.
Yeah, bring to China.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Well, I think that's anything else?
No, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Cool.
Whenever Red Bull approaches me to do a project, because I skate for Red Bull Latvia, like every Red Bull athlete, they skate for their own country.
Oh, okay.
And they have budget to do projects. And every time Red Bull approaches me, they're like, hey, we got money. I say, I want to do a project, but it has to be something that stays for the community, not just to do a big party or a big like tour or something. I've done that too. But there's 3 projects that I did where we invested the money and created a DIY. Then also in the city center of Riga, at the National Library, we made the skate spot skateable. At the National Museum of Art, so these big governmental institutions allowed us to build skatable sculptures and obstacles and ledges outside their premises. And just because I approached them and with a little bit of help from Red Bull, we made it possible that skateboarding can be integrated in the streets.
Incredible.
Not just on a skate park or like an official Olympic course. Skateboarding is creativity, uniqueness, having fun, and acting like a fool, which is basically what I am. I'm a clown, you know. And yeah. So that's just the last thing I wanted to mention. Thank you.
And actually, you did 3 projects in your country, and all 3 are permanent.
Permanent, yes.
Wow. Yes.
One of the DIY we built in 2012. Actually, I went to Uganda last month, and the guy that was the main builder, it was the first time I see him after that DIY. It was 14 years ago. And he said that was the most memorable DIY that he ever done. And he always remembers it because the culture, the locals were so passionate, so driven to work together because he arrived there. And I had this crazy idea. We have 1 week to do how many cubic tons of concrete because I have no idea. And I was like, I want to build this old Soviet fountain. I want to make it into a skate park. And he appears here. He's like a builder who's going to do it. And he hears this. And he just, his heart drops. You know, he's like, this is not possible or something. Wow. I'm sure he approached like that. And then what he told me is that 1 hour later, a whole army of kids arrives. Like 20, 30 people. Everyone's there with hammers, with a tractor, with a wheelbarrow, and just running around doing. Everyone's building, destroying, moving things. And we were working from 8 a.m. until 2 a.m. every day. Whoa. We had an Italian guy who was there cooking food for us in the bathroom. And we had food, and we had Finnish people, Belgian people, English people, and most importantly, locals, like my cousins, my parents. Everyone was helping. And actually now I look back and I see all these people. They all got inspired by this project. All these people that did this, they really felt the passion and felt the realness of the community. And it changed something in their hearts, which I realized only 10 years later. You know, I see these people, they all doing this, and they come up to me and they're like, remember when we did that?
Oh, dude.
Remember that time? Remember? This is why I do what I do now, you know?
Dude, incredible. Yeah. No, I mean, inspiring the whole community like that and all coming together to make it happen.
It's for the culture.
Oh, look, good vibes, right? Good vibes and good culture and just good people. That's essentially what it's all about.
Yeah. And Red Bull.
It was
10,000K the budget. And in the end, it was like 17. The manager was not stoked.
Oh, dude, you guys built a whole skate
But we
park.
did it, yes.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say, they wanted to destroy the skate park. And I was like, okay, it's been around for 15 years. It's time to destroy it. But then I decided, I post, I make a story post that, yeah, okay, the skate park is being destroyed. No intention, zero intention. And boom, everyone's like, oh my God, this corporation is destroying the youth place. Boom, no more destroying of the skate park. The next day or 2 days later, they're not destroying it anymore. And we went back and rebuilt it and fixed it. We started cleaning up the area, and hopefully we get to expand it a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. Thanks for sharing your story. That's so inspiration. Yeah. I think that's what we need to do in China, you know, to do something like that, to inspire people, you know, to connect the people, work together. Yeah, that's what we lack so far.
For sure. It's Shanghai land's too expensive.
If you want to do thing, you figure out, you find a way.
You gotta meet the sons and the daughters of the people in the government. Make sure they love skateboarding and get passionate about it, and then they can talk to their parents, and then maybe that's the only way I see it.
No, it's right. Great advice. I mean, he made it happen so organically, right? Like a lot of the stuff is just, you write letters and you just let it, let people know about it, and that's true. I think that's something that we lack here,
When the government is kind of far away from the people, it's hard. But I guess in Latvia, it's also far away. But I had the help of Red Bull, that they helped me create these projects. And I always go on the media, the local media, or actually, whenever anyone approaches me to do some kind of project, it's a 95% yes that I'm going to say. And especially back home in Latvia, I made a big deal. Like, I have to go on TV. I go on cooking show. I didn't do a dating show, but I do some kind of shows. I go on TV, make sure I got my Red Bull in my can, my Red Bull can, my hat. I got my skateboard. And I make sure everyone in the country sees that there is a professional skateboarder from this country. And I feel like that does something. Some people watch TV, and I'm kind of a celebrity back home.
For sure.
That's why I moved away.
Cool. Wow. Anything else you want to add?
I love China. Yeah.
Welcome back to China. Welcome back to Shanghai. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Kiko Radio. This is 5 More Minutes. This is Andrew Guan.
Danny Zhang.
Madars Apse.
See you next time. Peace.
Peace.